Panthers coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's our visiting team and the Carolina Panthers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. This team entering with 2 straight losses since they won on opening weekend. On the other sideline, it is the head coach for Carolina. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Well, we had a chance to meet with him earlier in the week, and as you could probably expect, Mike, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up last week's 4-interception performance. It was still bothering him. He's still trying to move from it.
He works free, right side, inside the 20, and they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
The extra point, up and good. Panthers will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This field ended about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
The thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
A run with Dobbins. And some good running there. That's the first down. Up to the 43. So trying to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 46-yard line. A second down and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. A pickup of 21 on that connection, as that will be a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. If he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal. And it's caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Dobbins. Touchdown.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Dragons come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Now, he'll air one out. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he is stopped in his tracks. Lost of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers.
Brings up fourth down.
Returnable from the 17. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 14 on that hookup. That's enough for a first down. Throwing now from the gun. Will be forced out of bounds. A very short game. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Up the middle they go. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A gain of 7 and a San Antonio first down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, San Antonio. That is second TD catch of the season.
we're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
4 brings up third and 3.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
Brings up fourth down.
Here's the punter now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. Brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Toss, left side, caught by his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Panther first down. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Second and 2 at the 24-yard line.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-7 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. As we are ready to get back underway. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Project S, this is what you want.
and long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This officially a 58-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Panthers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. On the ground, here's Dobbins. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From the 41, here's second and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, he'll throw, and that is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of this passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now, this looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up third and 5.
He'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more than that. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slops. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a run.
And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on the drive.
He's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Panthers are back within a point. It's 14-13. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st down, San Antonio.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
2nd and 10. He's got a man. It's Walker. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain out front by 1.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Expected. This one's not going to get them. It's no good. And they will remain down by 1.
You have to give them credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain out front by 1. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the AFC. Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. And this is the home team's quarterback. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they play host to the LA Chargers. And it's the Charger quarterback. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. The Chargers get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the Ravens wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Ravens get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these 2 sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now it's Dobbins, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. They get big yardage on the deep ball. 45 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To number 89. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
A gain of 4 yards. And the San Antonio first down.
They'll give it to Dobbins. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9.
Second and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
Antonio first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
No handoff. He'll keep it himself. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense has come up with it. Not only no points, but they turn it over deep in their own territory. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going. It moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. And it's caught out wide on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
6-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. And that will be a first down.
San Antonio.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a first down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. He'll keep this on the zone read. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dragons extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Gives up the middle. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
29-yard line.
2nd and inches.
The pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's his zone read. He'll keep it himself. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Back at the 34-yard
You know, Mike, it's
line.
funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Now a timeout for injury. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Dragons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw, and they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
He'll get this out quickly to his left. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. The Dragons offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He'll step up and run this. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on his own read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown San Antonio. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point is good. And the Dragons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Pushed out to his left. Now he takes off. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And this time, the rush gets home. And down he goes. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. His throw left side is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
But it's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
The Dragons offense about ready to take over once more. They are in control of this one, trying to finish it off and snap that 2-game losing streak. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Here's Dobbins. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Now it's Dobbins trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He'd missed twice already. This one goes through, and the Dragons will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is first and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. Going for it all. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. They'll drop to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it's a win for our visitors. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Charlotte, good night, everyone.